the classmates that are not here. Thank you. Is it okay? Question till here about past progressive or past continuous? It is more easy than, or easier than present perfect, but it is important that it is clear till here. It is the same stuff, and if you said past continuous or past progressive, it means the same stuff. No, you're welcome. Now, let's start checking the homework. I sent you a document that it was in the platform. I will share the screen with you. If you didn't do it, you have time to do it and send me by email. That is this one, that it's called Homework Saturday, June 6th, and it's about past progressive or past continuous, right? So you click over here and you will have the document. I will click it here to have the document. And it's here, right? And also it has an expression that it says past continuous, affirmative, negative, question, and short answer. And then we have over here, how can we use it in affirmative form? How can we use it in negative form? The past continuous in question form, and how can we use it with short answer, right? And then we have over here the different elements. So in the first one, it says that we need to complete the form in affirmative or negative form of past continuous. This is a document that it's in PDF, so you can't change the answers of PDF, okay? So you can write the answer in your notebook and then you take a photo and send me by mail. You can cut it and paste it in Word and then you can have over there the answers. You can print the page and then you can answer with pencil or with pen and then we can check. Did you check this page? I mean, did you did this exercise? Did you work on that? If you didn't do it, don't worry. We're going to do it over here. But it is important to work on it, right? Don't worry. If you didn't do it, we are going to work together. As I told you, if you didn't work on it, you can do it in this moment. So you can print the page, you can copy, you can do it at your notebook as you prefer, right? But let's work together, okay? I will continue sharing the screen with you. So over here it says, yesterday Paco wasn't feeling well. The next one it says, we with friends, and then we have the word not chat. How it's going to be the answer? We using past progressive. Questions, guys? Okay, I will say the answer because if not, we are going to lose time over here, right? So over here in this page, we need to answer using past continuous. As I told you, and I will say in Spanish, estos documentos PDF en específico puedes o imprimirlos y contestarlos con lápiz y tomarle fotografía y mandármelos, copiar en tu libreta solamente las respuestas y tomarle foto y mandármelos, o incluso de aquí cortar y pegar y contestarlos, no sé, en Word, como te sea más sencillo. Como es PDF, es muy difícil que puedas manipular este documento, pero te estoy dando todas esas opciones, ¿ok? Vamos a revisar las respuestas porque si no, se nos va a acabar la clase. So let's continue. And it says, yesterday Paco wasn't feeling well. We weren't chatting with friends. I wasn't playing the guitar. You were studying French. She wasn't watching TV. They were laughing at you. It wasn't snowing. Sarah was listening to a CD. And Joe and Tom were dancing. Okay? This is the first exercise using past progressive in affirmative or negative form. This document it's in Territorio platform and it's called Homework Saturday, June 6th. So if you didn't do it, you had in this time enough to do it, right? Question of this first exercise, is it clear for you? Okay, thank you. Now we continue the next exercise, exercise 2, that it says, look at the table and then we are going to write phrases in affirmative or negative form of past continuous. And it says, what were you doing at 8 o'clock yesterday? So we have, I was playing the flute. You weren't watching TV. He wasn't reading. She was laughing with her friends. It wasn't snowing. We were having dinner. They were chatting. Emma was studying and Luke wasn't working. Okay? We have over here just to join the sentences using the verb to be, was, or were. And then we need to attach the verb with ing. Questions still here about this exercise number 2? Is it clear for you? Okay, thank you. Now let's continue. Over here, we continue with affirmative or negative question short answers, right? So according, it says that we need to look at the table and then we need to check the sentence using an affirmative or negative sentence. So it says that it over here it was 1830 to 1930. Nuria read and Lori and Dan work. At 1930 and 2030, Nuria study and Lori and Dan have dinner. And finally, at 2030 to 22, Nuria listened to a CD and Lori and Dan watch TV. So it says over here that at 7 o'clock, Nuria was listening to music. We check over here and no, the information is incorrect. So we have Nuria wasn't listening to music. She was reading, according to the information that it was here. So at 8 o'clock, Nuria was working. We check over here that at 8 o'clock, no, Nuria wasn't working. Nuria, in this case, was studying, according to the information that we have in the table. Then Lori and Dan were studying at 7 o'clock. We check over here that at 7 o'clock, it says no. Lori and Dan weren't studying. Lori and Dan were working at 7 o'clock. Now, at 9 o'clock, Nuria was watching TV. 9 o'clock. We check over here. No, so Nuria wasn't watching TV. Nuria was listening to a CD. And finally, Lori and Dan were having dinner at 9 o'clock. So no, Lori and Dan weren't having dinner. Sorry, Lori and Dan were watching TV. Okay. Till here, is it okay for you? Questions about it? Okay. Now let's continue with this exercise. Exercise number 4. We need to complete the questions and then the short answers. So it says, were Maggie and Pedro having dinner? So over here we look for Maggie and Pedro. No, they weren't. They were dancing. Now it says read and it says Dave. So over here we need to write, was Dave reading? No. We have over here Dave. He wasn't. He was watching TV. The next one, it says Jess and Paula. So we have where Jess and Paula chatting. We look for Jess and Paula, and it says that yes, they were. They were chatting with Marco, right? Number 3, it says Fiona and shoot. So it says, was Fiona shooting? Yes, Fiona was shooting at her boyfriend. And number 4, it says Antonia and play the flute. Was Antonia playing the flute? No, she wasn't. Antonia was playing the guitar, according to the short answers, right? Till here, is it okay for you? Questions till here? Is it clear? Questions about past continuous or past progressive that mean the same stuff? Okay, I will stop sharing the screen. Now I'm going to explain you the next exercise, right? I will share the screen again with you. Ready. In Plataforma Territorio, I let you some exercises and some videos and some material. The first one, it's called Extra Resource. This one, it's a topic about past continuous, but it's not explained by me. Then over here, we have an activity that this activity, we are going to do it nowadays. And then you can find over here that it's called present perfect, but it's past continuous. The topic, well, I explained about past continuous. This one, it's made by me. And then the conference, the homework, and the PowerPoint presentation about past continuous. And I upload the conference because if you have to go, you can find over here the information, right? And also I let you the form. So we are going to start working with this activity that it says activity. We are going to work with this video in class. So we are going to watch this video. What were you doing? Right? Pay attention, please. We are going to work with this video. Look at the video, and when it finished, right, we are going to go to the forum class. So let's wait 5 minutes to watch the video. I'm going to share the screen complete with you. Look at the video, take notes if you consider, because with that, we are going to participate in the corresponding form, right? I'm gonna play the full screen.
Hey, look who's here. Sis, what a surprise.
Hey, I didn't expect to see you here. Please join me.
How was your day, Julia?
Oh, I had an awful day. It seemed to be such a lovely day at the beginning. I was sitting on the balcony, drinking a cup of coffee. The sun was shining, someone was playing a violin in the street, and I was enjoying a beautiful afternoon. I was feeling hungry, so I decided to make spaghetti. But I realized that I didn't have any tomato sauce. So I went to the grocery store to buy some. After buying a few items, I finally found the tomato sauce. I was reading the label when the jar just slipped out of my hands and fell down. There was glass and red sauce all over the floor and splattered all over my shoes. I looked around and noticed that everyone was staring at me. People were smiling and whispering to each other. Soon I noticed that I was leaving a trail of red footprints through the store. I found a grocery store worker and let him know what I had just done. I offered to help clean it up, but he declined. I was so embarrassed that I wasn't even looking where I was going. And I knocked over a display of chips. I was just standing there in shock. A manager was walking by me that very moment and noticed the mess I had made. I was expecting her to be angry, but she wasn't. She said they would take care of everything. She was smiling. Maybe she was thinking about how clumsy I was.
Oh, poor you, sis. I'm sorry you had to go through this. It was just a bad day.
And there's more. While I was waiting to pay the checkout, I realized I forgot my wallet home. I was mortified.
Oh no. So what did you do?
I apologized and left all my shopping there.
Maybe you're too tired and stressed out. You should take a few days off from work and get some rest.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I called you yesterday at about 8 p.m., but you didn't answer. What were you doing?
You'll never guess what happened yesterday evening. I was sitting in the living room watching TV when I suddenly felt a strong smell of smoke. It was coming from the corridor outside our apartment. I opened the door and saw smoke at the end of the corridor. Mrs. Brown lives there. I grabbed the fire extinguisher and ran towards her apartment. I opened the door and there was a big fire. The flames were spreading quickly. I put out the fire as fast as I could. Then I saw Mrs. Brown in the living room. She was lying down on the floor. She was screaming for help.
Help! Help!
She was bleeding. I called the ambulance right away.
Oh, poor Mrs. Brown. Is she okay now?
Yes, luckily she's fine.
But what happened?
It seems that the fire was started by some candles that were burning in the living room. Mrs. Brown was dozing off when the fire started. She woke up, and while she was trying to put out the fire, she fell down and broke her arm.
She is really lucky to be alive thanks to you. You're a real hero. And where were you, Isabella, when all that happened? What were you doing?
I was taking a shower, so I didn't notice anything. But when I came out of the bathroom, I felt the smell of smoke and knew something was going on. And I soon found out everything.
I'm glad things turned out fine in the end. I'm so happy to spend such a wonderful evening with my brother and my sister-in-law.
Ready? Sorry, I will skip this one. If you pay attention over there, they use the structures about past progressive or past continuous. As I said, it is the same stuff, right? It means the same thing. So we are gonna pass to the corresponding form. I will share the screen with you. Just let me a little bit. So over here in Territorio platform, right? We have over here a forum that it's called What Were You Doing When? So this one, it's ready to start working and we have just 1 hour to work. So over here we enter, right? And this one, it's instruction in a general form for the people that weren't here. But could you please write over here 3 different actions using past progressive or past continuous that you watch on the video? Just 3 structures or 3 sentences in past progressive or past continuous that you watch on the video. Then when you finish, you can go, right? But just let me that I check that you participate there. In forum, the answer is what were you doing when? Will you please write over here 3 different sentences using past continuous or past progressive that you watch on the video? And then you can go, please. I stop sharing the screen with you. Once you finish, I will check and then you can go. But it's important that you participate, please. 3 different sentences using past continuous or past progressive, please.